important than that is the creator behind this incredible line. Hi, Patty! Happy New Year! She's my girlfriend. She's just itching. She's over there going,
I'm like this. I'm like itching. Like, you know.
Can I come in?
I know.
Hi, baby. Happy New Year.
I know. Can you believe it? It's January 2025.
Yes, but you have been busy because we have so many new items today.
New item stuff. Listen, I always like to save stuff for New Year, you, the whole thing, because I think it's really important. I think January is that like doll's drum of your life. Like, you all went through the holidays, everything's exciting, you shopped for everyone else, you took care of everyone else, and I think January is when you sit back, you relax, and you start taking care of you. Whether it's that 10 minutes you take for yourself, you buy something new that's just for you, that really changes the way you see yourself. That's why I love January. I know it sounds crazy because it's cold here. Yes. It's really cold back home.
I know.
You better be glad you're down south.
Oh, totally. When it's really cold down here, I know you all are freezing everywhere else.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with this. Now, this
start with
is
the baby.
Just back in stock. Oh my gosh, so good, you guys. Yeah. Now we're going to go over all the colors. I know I kind of want to do that first, but just FYI, this is full coverage. It is amazing, but it doesn't feel like it. That's what's crazy about it.
It's like that, what they call an oxymoron. How do you get full coverage and hydration and this beautiful finish all in one thing? Usually you're compromising, but what Doll Skin did was it literally changed the game in the world of foundations, because this is your full coverage moisturizer. It's not a tinted moisturizer where it leaves you kind of wanting. This gives you the coverage that you want, but it's hydration, it's moisture. Now here is the shade chart. Fair is very pink, that's the lightest one.
And it's very limited. I have less than 70.
Oh, okay.
It's almost sold out.
Well, it's gonna be one of these nights.
Yes.
Fair light's a little bit warmer, not much. Light is me for shade reference. Light medium starts to warm up a tad. That was just Helen. Medium is you.
I am medium, yes, and that's what I have on tonight.
Yep. A tan is my Olive Skin Beauty. Tan Deep, Nadia's in the house, has a little bit of red. Deep, Victoria's in the house, it's very neutral. Deep Rich has a little bit of blue, and then Rich goes back to neutral.
Perfect.
So,
okay.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
All right. So why is this never in stock? Why can you never get your shade? Please, I love you. I'm telling you, they're all back in stock today. Do not yell at me tomorrow. I don't take to that kindly. So there's a reason. Well, here's the thing. Everybody, when you put on foundation, there's something about it that you don't like, and what we did is we took all those things. What don't you like? You don't like that you feel it or you see it in your skin. You don't like that your skin looks dry. You don't like that it settles into the lines and cracks. That's what we did. There's zero talc in here. We're a clean, certified clean beauty brand. That's a big deal that really performs. So I'm going to show you here, ready? Just like a little dab will do you, like Fred Flintstone. You're getting this big, huge brush that's like 50,000 little fingers. So it could be doll 10 seconds. You take that and literally, look, I'm gonna give you the coverage that you're looking for.
Is that a marker?
Yeah, that's a marker. It's gonna give you, I know, wow. I haven't lost my marbles just yet, but it's gonna give you the coverage, no compromise. You can see it's still kind of under there a little bit, but what you're seeing here is coverage, no compromise, hydration, moisture, pro-aging ingredients. Look at the glow to the skin, so it's not gonna be dry. This actually looks like a hand that's 10 years younger than the look of this hand.
Okay, I have to tell you too, it's not cakey, it's not dry, it hides imperfections really quickly. You don't have to put loads and loads on. In fact, don't use too much. My biggest mistake when I first started using it was, oh, I better put a lot on there. And then I was like,
old school, it's too much on there. That's true.
But your face feels dewy, it feels soft, it looks radiant. Here's what's even crazier. It immediately addresses the look of your skin imperfections.
Yes.
That's what's really great without, it doesn't get into the fine lines, it doesn't get the wrinkles, it doesn't get into your pores.
Yep.
It goes on like velvet. The brush is completely goof-proof, so if you've always fought with your foundations, never found the right, you're trying to put on with your fingers and the spongy thing, the brushes, her brushes are exceptional. They really are adorable. So here's your chance, guys. Here's what we're doing. $34 off retail. We have 3 flex pays. You can try it out for a little over $11. The retail price is $74.50 on this, and I'm telling you, just find your color and you will be in love with this.
Yeah, it's so easy. So here's the medium shade. Again, medium or tan? I think it's tan. Hang on one second. So that is the tan shade. So what I'm going to show you here is, when have you seen a foundation that literally, that's the before taken today, here's the after, and it looks like her daughter?
Good point. Oh, that's a great point.
When have you seen something work like that?
That's great.
Typically, you put on foundations, you put on makeup, and it's meant to kind of age you. We used to put it on so we could get into a bar when we were too young, right? This is actually taking years off. And normally, and I love that Suzanne said that, the biggest mistake you'll make when you get one of my products home is that you'll use too much.
Yep.
So that's old school because they're usually full of waxes, full of talc, full of all of those icky bad ingredients that you don't want on your skin. This is power. This is done with these hydrating, moisturizing, pro-aging ingredients like algae and magnesium and turmeric, all in here, working on the skin, giving you coverage, but also giving you hydration, giving you moisture. Like that's what you want up against your skin, giving you that perfect look when you're in there, and you can see, I just put that on, touch it, feel it.
Let me show you, this is hilarious. This is the red marker, and she's so funny. She went for bright red, didn't go for a little light pink or anything. Bright red marker
right there
is underneath that, and you cannot see it. So imagine what your imperfections are gonna look like. They're just gonna literally dissolve.
And I'll show you.
Wait, I just wanna add one more thing.
Do it. Put that with it.
We got the 1-2 of happiness today.
That is a punch.
I am telling you, get
Thank
this, and
you.
if you can swing it,
If
get
you can.
this. This is the powder that's gonna be coming up. It's a powder, not powder. You really shouldn't call it powder.
It's the anti-powder powder.
It's the anti-powder powder. The two of these together, you will look like you've been photoshopped by the most professional graphic artist out in Hollywood. I'm not kidding you guys too.
It does.
Because I play a lot of tennis.
I do.
And you know, Dustin, if you don't mind, normally I don't like too much of a close-up, but if you can kind of come in a little closer. I play a ton of tennis, and so I have sunspots on my face. And yeah, that whole aging thing, sure, it's happening. But thank you, Dustin, yeah. But I want you guys to see, I mean, look at this. It's like, it immediately.
It's you,
and I'm
right?
using both of these, okay?
Yeah.
I have this on, and then I finished it with this. It literally looks like every imperfection on my face, which I have lots, is completely disappeared. It really does look like you've had your granddaughter Photoshop that picture of you, and it looks great because you don't know how to do it. Yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? But you're gonna get that out of a tube and a jar. And so if you can, I know we're busy for this. It's just back in stock. When was the last time it sold out?
Every time I bring it in,
right? But when was the last time you were here?
Well, last year.
Right. Well, that was a week ago. No, was it when I saw you up in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. No, I was back like in the early part of December.
And was it even on in December?
No, it wasn't on in December. I didn't have any available in December.
No kidding.
Yeah,
wow.
we didn't have it in December.
Okay.
So this just came in. It literally just loaded.
Okay, fair, final 60. The fair is almost gone.
Okay,
so
good.
All right, let's talk about this.
Tan Deep that you're seeing on Nadia.
Beautiful.
So you saw tan on Susan. This is Nadia. This is the after. All right, listen. If you're looking at Nadia and you're going, oh yeah, she's a model and we're doing something fancy or some sort of tricks. It's not. What you're seeing is actually what can happen. You saw Suzanne live, and that's what happens when you find something that's really good, that works for you.
Yep.
Like you want to shout it from the rooftops because you're looking and you're going, there's no way I can have skin that looks like that.
Right.
You think that, right? You're going, oh, that's TV. I will tell you that,
lighting.
yeah.
Oh, it's their cameras.
It's not. This is high definition TV, and what I'm going to tell you about this will find every flaw you didn't think you have. So they would actually normally look a little bit more worse on high definition TV. When you see somebody, this is the light shade. When you see
just
stop
start here.
Yeah, just stay for a minute.
Look at the rosiness on the cheeks, look at the forehead area, look at the nose area. I mean, you know, she's beautiful.
Stunning.
But then look at the after, you guys, without looking cakey. And dry and kind of shriveled. That's what's great. You know, they used to have pancake makeup back in the old Hollywood.
Gosh.
And literally, I was in the theater.
Like sticks.
Oh my God. Well, you'd have to take a spatula and rip that stuff off. It was awful,
That's how you put it on, too, with like a spatula. Like cake batter.
Oh, absolutely. And here's what's really, really cool. Whatever Doris does, she's always going to put a twist, make it really different, make it really advanced. She's a doctor. So she brings all that medical kind of thing to her products, and she's passionate about what she does. Even because of your history. Yeah. The reason she developed the line is because you got sick.
I'm a cancer survivor, and nothing worked for my skin. Like literally there was a time in my life that wasn't so happy. I mean, I know I'm like what you see here. I'm a little louder than life, not larger than life, louder, because I do like to talk a lot. But there was a time in my life that wasn't so good. And I created this really for myself. And you can see, I took my makeup down. You can see I have the redness, I have freckling, I have age spots. I'm 62. I'm gonna get them, and you're gonna get them.
Come on in too.
Yeah,
I want you guys. She doesn't care if you come in close.
I don't care. You can go with the camera right up my nose. I could care less. I really don't care. But what I'm going to show you is like, see that? And I always like to show you this. This is a big age spot. I always call it, looks like a prom pimple. But watch this tiny little bit. Watch what happens.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I don't want you to do it yet. I'm going to make sure they get in really, really close because she's got red marks on the side of her face.
I have red marks. I've got freckling. I've got discoloration. I have all of that. And then watch. So this is 45,000, just under 50,000 individual brush hairs. This is like your fingers. This is like your Pro Tool. And you just go like this. And watch how this just taps on. You can do this at home. You do not need to be a makeup artist. Any area that's like really congested where you see a lot of freckling and discoloration, you're gonna do a thing called stipple with your brush. You're gonna go like that and tap it, just like that. And then you just buff it and just blend it out. Just where you see it, and then you get perfection. Like it's perfect. And then top it off with yellow powder because
which is coming up.
Because those two are like peanut butter and jelly. They're my jam.
In fact, it's coming up next. It is
I'm going to do it now.
Deal drop. Are you just going to go for it?
I'm just doing it now, but go ahead.
It's like the 1-2 punch. And also, here's what I love about both products. If you don't have a lot of time, if you said, look, and that's your whole, kind of why it's doll 10.
Doll 10, 10 minutes.
Give her 10 minutes. That's all you need.
That's
and you can really put together a completely finished look. I will tell you, once you start using this foundation, it'll be really, really tough for you to use anything else. And here's the freak out moment. We don't even have an auto ship. So here's what happens.
I can't do auto ship. I can't make it like that. I make this still in small batches.
Small batches, yeah.
Still, I don't make it. I'm not this big conglomerate that sits on every retail shelf.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm about. Not that I'm bashing that or not happy about that or people that do it. It's just not what I want from me. I'm a control freak.
Yep.
I like to control how this works. So every single time you get a tube of this, it will perform like the last tube.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Like there's no chinsing here.
No, not at all. No,
well, there you go. Look.
There it is. Look at that. And what color is this?
This is medium on Andressa. What you're seeing, like, stunning. Now, and this is the first time that Andressa's modeled for me, and she is beyond herself. She's like, I've been taking pictures, telling everybody on social. I mean, look, you know why she's happy. Look at her skin.
It's gorgeous.
Why would you not be happy? That's the medium shade. It's evening out the skin. It's brightening out the look of the skin, hydrating the skin, pro-aging ingredients, no talc, none of that icky, gross stuff that's going to, congeal into the lines and wrinkles, get into your pores. Yeah. That's a product that you put on your skin that your skin will love while you're wearing it. It is your moisturizer that just so happens to give you the perfect coverage.
And I have to tell you too, it's easy, guys, easy. Like you said, you might have given up wearing foundation 100 years ago because you couldn't find the right tone.
Yeah, your skin's thin.
Your skin's thin, your skin's got too much going on. Come back into the world of trying it because you'll be so tickled. Even if you just have a special event coming up, it might be a wedding, a class reunion, just get it for that. Trust me, you'll use it every day, but why not try it tonight?
Well, if you're watching, I love that you're watching. You see Victoria, you saw Andressa, you saw Susan, Lynn, Amanda, Nadia, every after. Like people keep saying, they stop me in the hallway, they're like, oh my gosh, does that work like that? And I'm like, yes, this is how Doll 10 grew. It was like, here, because you see Victoria and you go, I want to look like that. And you're like, how do I get that? This is how you do it, okay? Right. This is how you get there. So you can actually have the look of that perfected skin, have that hydrated look. Like, look at Victoria. Like even,
gorgeous.
Perfected.
Absolutely gorgeous.
No texture. It reduces the look of texture, pores, thinness, sallowness in the skin. You put it on, hydrates the skin, makes the skin look like that plump, yummy juiciness. That's why in the after, everyone looks 10 years younger because their skin looks so bouncy and like yummy, and you get that nice pushback with it. That's the difference. It's not gonna suck the life out of your skin. Most foundations use talc. It's a real heavy, blocked out particle that you put on your skin, and then when it dries, it's meant to suck moisture. So I used to put it in our baby's, diaper.
Right.
Remember, we used to put the talc down there?
Yeah.
Suck up the pee, suck up the moisture. Now you're putting that on your face, it's gonna suck all the moisture out of you.
Right. That's
so
right.
if you're using talc, I'm telling you, you're gonna look dry.
Yeah, oh yes. Oh, and a lot, I mean, it's funny
Yeah.
because a ton of makeup has talc in it.
All
and
of
then
it
you're
does,
wondering-
you'd be
and then you're wondering,
surprised.
why doesn't it work, or why halfway through the day do I look really terrible? You know?
Yeah.
You're like, it's because it's talc. It's literally sucking any
the
kind
life
of moisture out of
out
your skin.
It's doing it's doing its job.
It's doing what it does for your baby's bottom.
Well, look at Lenny.
$34 off retail, guys. Okay, the fair is going to be sold out. Here's the thing, if you've never tried Doll 10, whenever you're talking about, I love she calls it Skin Perfector, but it's basically the beginning. It's the foundation of your entire face, right? It counts. Now, you don't, because it works so well, you don't have to pile on tons of other stuff.
Please
We're going
don't.
to talk about the yellow powder in just
That's
a
a
second.
game changer.
That's the second level.
Yeah.
But after that, it's a little bit of color. We've got beautiful lip collection coming up tonight.
Yeah.
Your eyeliner collection coming up. How much
So
do I love
good.
the white? Do you see it's on my eyeliner?
And how good is it too? Because you can play tennis in that and it's not going to go all
Exactly
down your
right.
face.
But the thing
Look at
is, you
this.
don't have to have 20 million steps to cover up your
Look.
imperfections. It feels like a second skin. It's velvety, it's soft, it's not drying, it's hydrating, it's
Yeah.
great for your skin. I love it. And the fair is going to be completely gone. What's the next one to go after fair? Oh, okay, fair light, so the fairer ones. And we always bring in more of the mediums and the dark. I'm a medium. That's always the most popular one as well. And typically our darker shades are pretty limited. So if you're trying to get the deep rich or the rich, and again, it doesn't have to be hard to figure out if your foundation can work for you. I think we've been so frustrated trying ones that are too thin or too thick.
Yeah.
I get mad at the ones that are too thin.
Oh,
I'm like, well, that
because
doesn't
it doesn't
diddly
do anything.
squat.
Don't you hate that?
I absolutely
you
hate
spent
it.
all this time, like you sat down, you're like, I'm really gonna get myself together here. You spend all this time and it's like, I can see everything.
And then you
it's
try
like
doing it.
wearing shapewear.